Girl, what you want? I'm trying to catch the tea with D real quick. Hold on.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't run across me before, hey, I go by Didi. Y'all know what to do. Everything will be in the description down below. And quick disclaimer, anything I say in this video I found online. I'm not trying to bash or slander anybody's name, and I'm using this video under YouTube's fair use guidelines. Now, it's definitely been a whole lot of stuff going on between Breakfast Boss and them fleeing the country, NFL and his baby mama going at it. The trolls is still pulling up on Shay. We finna get into it all, y'all. So y'all sit back, get y'all little snack, get y'all little drink. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get into the tea, I want to put y'all on real quick. So I done found a legit way that you can make some money from your phone online just by playing games. It's so easy to get started, y'all. All you have to do is scan the QR code on the screen, or you can hit the link in my description. Then you're gonna go ahead and sign up for free with an email address and a password. Once you in the app, you're gonna see all the games you can choose from and the offers. Then you can go ahead and pick any game you like, and I would recommend picking one that you like to play because the more levels that you beat, the more money that you can earn. So basically, you getting paid to play games. And I know what y'all thinking, it definitely do sound too good to be true, but y'all know me, I wouldn't promote nothing that's not legit. So basically how it works is free cash works with these apps and these games to get new users to play their game. So once they have all these new users playing their game, their app makes more money. So the app pays free cash for giving them all these new users, and free cash shares some of that money back to you. So this is definitely a legit way to make a cute little $10 to $20 a day. You can even make more if you really dedicated to it. And did I mention if you scan the QR code or use my link in the description, they'll actually throw you a bonus $10 to get you started. So if you already enjoy playing games on your phone for free, why not do it and get paid? It's 100% free. You have nothing to lose, only to gain, and you'd also be supporting me in the process. So y'all, please, please, please scan the QR code or click the link in my description to get started. So I'm gonna kick this video off with Breakfast Boss because it's definitely been a whole lot of stuff going on over there. So if you didn't watch my Breakfast Boss video, go ahead and watch that, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick little recap. So this is Breakfast Boss. He's over there with his wives, Gabby and Jelly, and they also added a new addition. Her name is Unique. So the last time I talked about them, they were still in their house in Houston. They had just added Unique to the crew, and they had kind of just announced Jelly was pregnant. So after Unique came to the house, Breakfast Boss decided to take him and Jelly to Bali. So the viewers is thinking, oh, he done finally took Jelly on vacation, because a couple months back, he had actually got Jelly her passport, and then when Unique came to the house, he had got her a passport as well. And they was wondering why he only took Jelly and not the two other girls and his baby, but viewers had already noticed at this point that he favors Jelly than the other two, so it wasn't really a big surprise that he only took Jelly to Bali. So him and Jelly are out in Bali. Gabby, Unique, and the baby are still in Houston. So Breakfast Boss out there in Bali with Jelly. And you know him, he's always trying to stunt. He's always trying to flex. So he's showing off his room and stuff, showing off the pool, the view. He's taking Jelly out to dinner. They going shopping, this, that, and the third. But if you know anything about traveling overseas, you know most places your US dollar will stretch and the US currency is worth more out overseas. So, you know, a lot of viewers were not impressed by this. They was clocking that there was mold in the bathtub and the bathroom and stuff. Like, you know, he was just trying to make it seem like he was popping it more than he really was. So they was out in Bali for about a week or two at this point, and viewers had clocked his location. They found the Airbnb he was staying at. It was like $71 a night or something. So this made him go ahead and change the room that him and Jelly was staying in. So they moved to a new room, and at this point, people like this kind of a long vacation. You know, they was kind of out there for a minute at this point, and people kind of start putting two and two together. Like, maybe Breakfast Boss is trying to run from something. Like, did he flee? So, you know, a few viewers got to digging, and they found some eviction paperwork from back in December of 2025. So then everybody was speculating that he's running from an eviction, and that's why he took Jelly and fled to Bali. But then they was wondering, like, damn, you done left Gabby and Unique out there in Houston. So then Jelly Mama finally decided to speak up, and she speak a little bit about this situation. So there was actually some paperwork floating around that confirmed that Jelly, aka Harlem, which is her real name, actually was diagnosed with autism. So Jelly is autistic. There's paperwork on this, and her mother spoke on this and said it was true.
So yeah, I found that paperwork on Harlem, and she was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder 9/25/2014. So she was like 7 years old when she was diagnosed or whatever. But it's like a pervasive developmental disorder, but it's like she has no sense of consequence or things of that nature. You know, like I said, it wasn't enough or high enough for her to get, you know, any type of like disability or anything like that. But yeah, you know, she has it, and I found the paperwork for it. So yeah, I was a little nervous about it at first because I was afraid to say anything, but you know, all gloves and everything is off. I don't care about none of that now. Like, it is what it is. I'm not talking to Harlem, and I'm not talking to Kane ass no more. I done blocked both of them because Harlem, she, you know, tried to get a little attitude with me yesterday, and I ain't finna deal with that because I'm grown and I don't owe them no explanation about why I did what I did. It is what it is, you know. Those girls need to be up out of there, you know, because he enabling them and they enabling him. So, no, this shit ain't gonna work. As Harlem's mother, I've done everything I thought was right for Harlem. I may not have been a perfect parent, but I did my best while raising Harlem. Harlem was sent to North Carolina to stay with family, temporarily, with a plan for her to join the Navy. Harlem did not want to do that. She later left North Carolina and went to Houston to be with the man she had been in communication with. During this time, the family and I did not know where she was, and everyone was extremely worried. We later discovered information through social media when one of Harlem's older brother saw the Breakfast Boss page, and it appeared on his For You page. Harlem was not truthful with the family about the full situation. Unfortunately, when someone is not honest, it makes it difficult for us to understand what is truly happening and how we can help. The family, including myself, does not approve of this lifestyle. Harlem's decision shocked the whole family. This is not how Harlem was raised, and she knows better. I've asked Harlem many, many times, and I have receipts, to come home, but she refused. She is 18, and there's nothing we could do legally to force her to come home. To be clear, Harlem was not kidnapped. She went to Houston on her own. However, we strongly believe this man had influence over Harlem prior to turning 18, based on how familiar and comfortable they are with each other. We do not have direct proof of this, but this is what we believe. A missing report was filed in North Carolina the day Harlem went missing. When we found out she was in Houston, we contacted the appropriate authorities and made reports. We were informed that there's an investigation being built up against this man and that additional victims would need to come forth. I also want to be clear that as Harlem's mother, I don't support this lifestyle, and I'm not giving up on my daughter. Regardless of what she's going through right now, I'm not going to give up on her.
And the viewers also clocked that Breakfast Boss has been moving real shady with these LLCs, and he actually opened up one under Harlem's name.
Record show, Neat and Naked LLC, control number 200-90042, administratively dissolved. The state of Georgia closed his business. Watch what happened next. The TikTok accounts went quiet. 65,000 followers, private, overnight. The talent agency account, deleted. The cleaning kittens page, temporarily closed. No explanation, just gone. But the content never stopped. New women, new household, new brand. December 3rd, 2025, while the Georgia LLC was sitting dissolved, a brand new company was quietly filed in Texas. The Breakfast Family LLC. Status, in existence. Active, right now. We kept digging. January 9th, 2026, 2 certificates of assumed business name filed under that LLC. One for Kane Collins, one for Harlem Brown. Harlem Brown, that is Jelly, just turned 18. Her legal name is now attached to a Texas business filing alongside a man who controls where she lives, what she films, and how she eats.
So Breakfast Boss got all this going on, and then Gabby, Unique, and the baby actually fly down to Bali, and they all reunite again. So of course the main speculation is that Breakfast Boss brought his girls down to Bali to trick, take them on dates or whatever, you know, make them do dates, make them get new clients or whatever, basically doing content, doing OnlyFans, doing the same thing he was doing in Houston, but now he's overseas with it. And you know, the viewers then already looked it up. It's illegal to do that type of stuff in Bali, so if he is, he better be careful. And if he is running, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. Do y'all think he fled to Bali? Do y'all think he's coming back to Houston? What do y'all think going on? Do y'all think he out there making a work? Is this a business trip? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. And also, I did want to point out that Jelly is very much pregnant. You can see that she's starting to show now as well. So yes, y'all, I don't think she's pregnant with twins like her auntie had said. Because if you don't remember, her auntie said that she is pregnant, but she's not pregnant with twins. She says Breakfast Boss is lying about that part, but she definitely is pregnant. So yes, y'all, let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. But let's move on. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on to Shay, aka Apple Store Queen, Miss Apple Store Girl, however y'all know her as. So basically, Shay has been back messing with these trolls. These trolls been back messing with her, right? So she going back and forth with these trolls on live, and one day she just decided to announce that she's leaving out the house, and whoever had a problem with her could pull up.
Well, just so y'all know, I'm leaving out the house today if y'all want to pull up. So whoever got a problem, I'm leaving out the house today. Whoever talks shit in the comments or on live, I'm leaving out the house today.
So one of the trolls took her up on that offer, and they pulled up to her house while Shay was on live. You know, everybody in Shay comments and they telling her, oh, girl is outside. But you know, Shay, she like, oh, they lying, nobody pulling up. She's putting on this big girl act till she peek out them blinds and she see, oh, girl really did pull up. So Shay run to the kitchen and she get a knife real quick and she come outside. And you know, oh girl, she telling her to put the knife down. And they kind of just going back and forth for a little bit. But she ended up leaving. There was no tussle had.
Come your ass across the street. Come your ass across the street. Put that motherfucking knife down. You scary ass bitch. Put that motherfucking knife down. But why not? Why not though? Why not though, Shay? Come on. I'm in the street. Matter of fact, let's go. No, baby. It's a whole field. We can get it right here.
Oh, you a scary bitch,
We
Shay.
can get it right here. It's a whole field.
So yes, y'all, Shay is still very much inviting these folks to her house to come fight her. I don't care what y'all say. If you go back and look at my old updates videos, this is not the first time that Shay has told folks to pull up and they really pull up and she starts to grab weapons and get scared. Shay, you can't do that if you inviting people to your house, because even if you call the police and something did pop off and you did something to them, they would tell you that you invited them there to fight you. It would be mutual combat at that point. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't invite people to your house to fight and then, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that because you invited them there. That kind of cancels it out. Now, if they pop up on their own, that's a huge difference. But if you invited them there, that's where she be fucking up at. I feel like that's where she be fucking up at. You can't invite them over to your spot and then get shaky when, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, Shay. I think you need to just leave them trolls alone. They done proved your point. They done called your bluff too many times. I think Shay just needs to stop. Other than that, nothing else really been going on too much. I have noticed that her little skin condition started coming back. Y'all remember when I first started talking about Shay, she had that badge and she says it's psoriasis. She showed her paperwork and stuff saying it's psoriasis, but it went away for a little bit, but it is back now. So I did want to mention that. Anyways, moving on to Miss Ekane. So Ekane definitely has had a lot going on. So Ekane had some kind of mental health episode. So she had asked Chris to come get the kids one night, and she ended up going to the bar, and she was drinking for 6 hours straight. She go ahead and go home, and when she get home, she called the police asking if she would get in trouble if she unalive Chris.
Hello? Hi. I have a question. So, if someone has been putting their hands on me for years, and will I be able to get away with it or no? If they put their hands on me for years and years and years, and nothing. Maybe he is the children. He's the father of my children. Well, he's not at my address right now. But I'm saying if I want to, I would be able to get away with it. Because he put his hands on me. I think you can track my address the longer I stay on the phone. So I think you will know. But he's not here. And I don't think it's fair. He can do what he wants to me. But when I do anything, I will get in trouble. I don't think that's fair. To put your hands on me for so many years. And I want to do something back now. I think I want to do something back now. I don't think that is fair or right to put your hands on me and I endure it and I put up with it. No, I'm not giving you my address. The longer I stay on the phone, you can find my address. But I don't think that's fair for him to be able to do what he wants to do to me. And I can't do anything back. That's so unfair. That's so mean. I can't do anything. What am I supposed to do?
So they end up sending an ambulance to her house and they take her to the mental hospital. So after that, she gets back on live and she's saying, she's going to slow down on drinking and stuff. She's going to eventually stop when she's ready, this, that, and the third. But she was saying that she had just booked a trip to Houston and she's going to be drinking. She doesn't care. So basically she's saying she going to stop drinking when she's ready.
So alcohol abuse classes, I told them, I said, I am going out of town this weekend. This been planned. I already paid for it. So I'm going to drink after this. They said, we can't control you. You're a grown woman. But when you come back from Houston, you have your resources and we will be here waiting on you. I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay, you guys. I am quite all right. It was just one of them days, one of them moments I got into it. Guys, y'all know we always okay, even if we show horrible moments. We're gonna be okay.
And there was also a rumor that her baby daddy Chris had passed away, but they both cleared that up.
So hey, so I'm still alive.
About my baby daddy, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy how a rumor like that spreads so fast. And I really feel like that should be illegal to wish death and speak death over someone. And do you know how idiotic you have to be to believe that? You know what I'm saying? Like, to think I would be sitting on stream if my children's father passed away. Y'all don't think I would be crying? Like, I would be fucked up. So it's not even like y'all using common sense. Like, I would not be on stream anywhere if my children's father passed away. Okay, like, let's be so serious. So something like that spreading so fast and people believing that is absolutely disgusting.
And also, Chris had got jumped. And yes, y'all, but I think the main thing is that Ekane has been out of town a lot lately. So she's been linking with a lot of influencers like the Shay. She went on his little love show as a host, and Blueface was on that show as well. And people is just starting to notice that she be away from the house a lot now. And she's also been drunk almost every day since December. And once she leaves town, she's always saying that she doesn't want to go back home. She'll just be pissy drunk, crying, and she's crashing out. I don't know, y'all. She's been crashing out, and it's definitely that liquor. That liquor gets Ekane into a lot of situations. But the thing about Ekane is she knows it. She knows it, and she's very self-aware about it. So some of her viewers are starting to criticize her from being away from her kids so much, and even saying that she's been purposely missing flights to stay and drink.
The flight been delayed for like 4 days.
No, I delayed on purpose.
Oh, cause you want to drink.
Hello. Cause I want to drink, boo. You smell delicious. You smell like something.
Oh, chill. I'm easy, chill, you can.
I know you is.
Oh, we got it.
Fun. I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to have music. I want to dance. I want to do everything. I don't want to just go straight home. I don't want to just go straight home. I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I don't want to go straight home. I want to have fun. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go. I hate home. I don't want to go home. I think I need to get over it.
While there are others that are taking up for her, saying that she might just be going through postpartum and all mothers deserve a break. So like I said, after she got back home from the mental hospital, she had a trip to Houston or whatever. So she went to Houston for spring break, and she ended up falling out with one of her friends named Kalisha. And Kalisha came online to tell her side of the story.
So what happened was, we driving, okay? We flew in, I ain't gonna lie, Brooklyn is driving, and she floating that bitch, okay? So Brooklyn driving, I'm toe up in the back seat. But before that, she was at a gas station, and I got mad at Brooklyn because she had said something to somebody. She was like, do you know you talking to or whatever? And I hate when people do that. You know, like, I'm just irritable. Ain't nobody touching. So I got mad at Brooklyn. I said, bitch, don't do that weird shit. Like, don't talk like that. No. Be humble, okay? So I got mad at her about that. And then we got pulled off, and we was going to some other after hour after that. And the motherfucking tire popped. Yes, the tire popped. So I get mad at Brooklyn because of that, too. I talk about I ain't pissed. She trying to come up to the door. I swung on her. Yes, I swung on Brooklyn, y'all. Also, bitch, back up. Kalisha knew she was bound to get her ass next, maybe. But I wasn't gonna fight her. But, you know. So, one of the niggas, Mar, didn't want to hug Kalisha. Because, like I told y'all, that last story, she had just had a nigga over that said he was NBA young boy little brother and sucked his dick just because he said that. So he was like, why would I don't have to hug you, bitch. I'm around hoes. Like, you don't have to hug you. So she gets mad. And she calls herself an Uber. And I'm like, congratulations. At the time, I wasn't paying attention, bitch. I'm still mad about the tire. Even though they said they on the way, I'm still mad. So, the niggas was lit. We're on the court tomorrow. They ended up staying around with us as they should. Real niggas do. And we got in the car with them. So we all in the car. I'll fall asleep. By the time, I think I drove to an after hour and tried to wake me up, but I wouldn't wake up. So they just was like, okay, we just gonna take y'all back to the rental because they said it's fixed. So we go back to the rental. That's when I wake up. And I texted her. I said, bitch, is you cool? She said, oh, I'm great, actually. Boom, 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 boom. I said, shit. Y'all know the details of the messages because she uploaded them. Couldn't wait. Big sucker. Forgot we got into it until I checked my phone, seen the messages, in her room, argued, yelled at her. We yelled back and forth. And she said, hey, bitch, okay, I left you on the side of the road. I'll do it again. I said, okay, and that's like you a Brooklyn loser-ass bitch now. And that's why you living how you living now, bitch.
All right, y'all, story time on my Houston experience. So, basically, me and this weird-ass bitch, Ekane, just motherfucking fell out because the bitch is mad I called an Uber back to the Airbnb because the bitch Brooklyn was driving fast as fuck and popped the tire. Mind you, they said 2 hours for a tire. Me, personally, I'm not finna wait 2 hours for no tire. You already tripping, you going ape shit. But let me just start from the beginning of the night. So this is what already had me throughout because I just already knew how. I know Erica. I know how this bitch gets when she's drunk. So we at a gas station. We asked a nigga for a lighter. They come up to my window, and Brooke proceeds to say, mind you, Brooke is driving. Erica's in the back seat. Brooke said, do you know who you talking to right now? When I tell you this bitch Erica got to boohoo crying like, oh my God, Brooklyn, why would you say that? You're weird as fuck. You know I don't like shit like that, bitch. You're weird. Got to crying, like, just doing the absolute most. So from that point, I just knew, like, the bitch is blacked out drunk. Like, it's so much going on. I cannot deal with this because, mind you, we was already friends. I don't know how she get when she drunk. The bitch gets to fighting everybody. She just gets to going crazy, ape shit. And I'm not finna deal with that tonight. I'm in Houston trying to have a good time, bitch. You're not finna kill my vibe. That's one thing for sure. So then after that, that's when we on the way somewhere. I don't even know where the fuck we was going. Brooklyn's driving fast as fuck, like fast and furious, bitch. It's Houston. There's traffic everywhere. Why the fuck are you going this fast anyway? The bitch runs over a pothole and pops the tire. So that's when we ended up pulling over. Okay, so then we pull over, and Erica is just going crazy on Brooklyn. Like, she's screaming and yelling at her, crying, like, just doing a fucking mouth. So I'm already irritated. Already got into one of the niggas we came with, and I actually was just over the situation. Like, to what I was saying. So I was already over everything because it was just so much commotion going on. I'm irritated. I'm not gonna wait 2 hours, so I caught me an Uber straight up, and I will do it again a million times. Y'all was not stranded. First of all, and that's the problem. You keep saying you was stranded. I left y'all on the side of the road. The other person that we came with, they had a whole car full of like 4 people, so you're not stranded. I'm tired, and I'm irritated, and my stomach hurts, bitch. I need to go home. I feel like I had liquor poisoning. Like, what the fuck? So then I get an Uber. This bitch texts me talking about, bitch, is you cool? I said, yes, I'm great, actually. Like, I'm gonna put the messages right here. The bitch just gets to going crazy. Then she gets mad because she says, oh, my 4-month-old has more money than you. Mind you, the bitch been hating. Like, swear to God, like, the bitch been hating because the shit that you texted me, you been feeling some type of way. And if that was the case, you should have never came out of town with me, bitch. You don't go out of town with bitches that you don't fuck with for real. So why would you go out of town with me if you been feeling some type of way? So then I proceed to say, after she said, oh, my 4-month-old has more money than you, I said, I don't give no fuck about no newborn, bitch. He doesn't know you, which he doesn't. You had this baby, and you've seen him like probably all the 10 times since he's been born, bitch. He doesn't know you, bitch. BB doesn't know you're his fucking mom.
And she also announced that she was moving since she probably couldn't renew her lease at her old house due to all the police calls, and she showed her new house. Yes, y'all, I feel like personally, I think Ekane is definitely going through it. I mean, she did just have this baby a few months ago, and she has not been at the house like that. Like, she's definitely been trying to drink her pain away. That's all I can see. And I don't know, y'all. I feel like Ekane has a lot of followers that excuse her behavior and don't hold her accountable for a lot of things that she does because she's really a beautiful young lady and she has a great personality and she's funny and she does have a lot of things going for her. But I feel like some of her supporters are kind of mindless and turn a blind eye to some of the things that she does. I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but I feel like Ekane lets that liquor get the best of her. She'll get herself in these situations, these altercations. Like I said, she had just went to go film with Shay. While she was out there in California filming, it was just a whole lot of clips of her going around just real pissy drunk, getting into altercations, crying that she don't want to go home. She had got into a little altercation with YBN Almighty J. They were screaming and hollering at each other because she was just real drunk. Like I said, one thing about Ekane, that she is real self-aware. She knows that she drinks too much. She knows that she has a problem. She knows she has to eventually stop, but she's not ready to stop. So I give her props for knowing that she has a problem. That's one step that a lot of folks still don't recognize. I honestly do think that the liquor does hold her back from her true potential. Like, I think Ekane is stuck in this same mindset that she had before she went viral. And she sort of surround herself with the same type of people she used to hang with. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like once you get to a certain point, elevation, you have to surround yourself with people that have the same type of mindset that you have or the same type of mindset that you want to be at. You have to be around the same people that have the same type of goals and stuff like that. And I just don't see it when I see that with her. I don't see her hanging around people that have the same type of goals. I think Ekane be more worried about the bottle and having a good time, which is nothing wrong with that, but I feel like at a certain point in time, you making all this money, you have 3 kids now, I think it's time to move past that. But what do I know, y'all? I'm just talking my 2 cents. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about the whole Ekane situation. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, y'all, let's move on to Miss Netta and Charles. Now, I haven't talked about them for a minute because I didn't really see nothing too much going on, but I did see this clip circulating of Charles. So Charles was on live and he was talking to this woman and she was just asking questions about them falling off. In the clip, you can hear Netta busting in the room and she had got mad because she thought Charles was in there talking about his job. And, you know, he wasn't really saying nothing specific, no details. So, you know, that was that. But then Charles says that Carlos made him lose his purpose.
Accurate, but for me, it took 3 weeks. And it was just...
Yeah, sometimes it depends on who you deal with. Certain companies will make you wait. Some
Stop it! They keep calling me, telling you to stop.
They ain't talking about no damn job. Damn. Talking about car parts for damn. Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you in any trouble with Miss
Keep
Netta.
saying I'm talking about the job. I'm not talking about the job.
You're just talking about the
damn car
parts.
parts.
I hold the job. Well, I'm proud that you got a job, Charles.
Thank you.
At least you got your own.
Yeah, because you gotta always remember, before anything, when y'all saw me, I was already working. When I was on the scene, I was already doing me.
So, because y'all used to be like really, really popular, like I think like in 2024, 2025. But so you saying like it was Carlos' fault, the reason y'all fell out?
Well, he's the reason why I lost my purpose. They'll run their mouth talk about us, but here I am working to keep the damn bills paid. So, yeah.
No, cause I've been hearing rumors. Like I was hearing rumors that what did I hear? I heard that Miss Netta got you fired or something. Y'all did something illegal. Is that true?
No, Carlos got me fired.
Carlos, who is that? Like y'all?
Netta, we'll say that's Netta's ex-manager.
Now, if y'all don't remember, Carlos was their manager that they had fell out with, and Charles is basically trying to blame Carlos for him losing his job. But if you also remember, Carlos had exposed the fact that Charles actually lost his job because he gave them fake documents, like a fake doctor's note, because he was trying to get off work. That was the era when they was really traveling and stuff. Y'all got to go back and watch my original video when Carlos and them was going back and forth. That was a key. But yes, y'all, Carlos was their manager when Netta and Charles was a thing and they was traveling and doing all little shows and stuff like that. Carlos was behind all that, and Carlos ended up getting into it with Miss Netta and Charles. He exposed all of them, they fake marriage, this, that, and the third. Y'all got to go back and rewatch that video. As now Charles is trying to blame Carlos for him losing his job when Carlos already woke it up that Charles lost his job because he gave them fake paperwork trying to get off of work so he could go travel, and Netta was the one that told him to do it. So in reality, Miss Netta made him lose his job, not Carlos. So a lot of the viewers was feeling like Charles got some misdirected anger towards Carlos because Netta got him fired, and they thought the little Charles, your lunch is ready stuff was going to last forever. And now Charles is kind of feeling some type of way because he got to go back to work and pay bills and stuff like that. Moving on to Grit Baby, not too much. Last time we talked about her, she had got put out and she was staying in the Airbnb. So now she done got on TikTok and said she got scammed out of $1,900 for another B&B she was trying to get for a month from another TikToker named Jiraiya. So now she back on there begging, asking for help.
She said that I could not get that R&B. She made a fake thing up saying the man said something wrong with R&B, so I could not get it. So I told her to cancel it and give me my money back.
If I days now, can I get my money when my money comes? You don't never say that. You just keep sitting there and then give me none of my money. And I don't understand how you can sit on this L every day and break it up all day long. You break it up to my, and you won't even give me my $1980 back on my 65. What did I do to you? What did my kid do to you to deserve this about $2,000? Like, that was wrong, bro. God is not pleased with it.
Can you send that 1,900? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I owe her 1,900. Airbnb took a fee.
Now run me
She
my
did all
5, boo.
partial.
Hey, don't come in.
How about Griff said you owe her 20K, but Griff is lying.
I don't
We gonna make them aware
That's how
of
he's
that at
so
all.
wrong. She don't even get nothing from the government. You so
She
fucking
do.
wrong.
She
You
do.
don't know grip.
She
She don't
do.
get
I don't
nothing
get
from the
nothing
government.
no
She
more.
don't get food
I
stamps.
used to.
She don't
I
get
used
that.
to.
She do.
I used to, but thanks to y'all haters, I don't get that no more. You can call the SSI right now and the recruiter. I don't get no disability. I don't get no food stamps.
You ain't
My
even got to
kids don't
explain
even
that to
get
nobody,
Medicaid.
bro. You ain't got to explain
My
that.
kids don't even get Medicaid.
Right. That ain't nobody business.
Like, I'm not being mean now. Y'all know the old girl poster gave it to him, but I know God now. And God is too powerful to be doing this. That's why I'm trying to talk to you in good manner. I'm trying to be so nice about this situation.
Moving on to Peach McIntyre, again, not too much. She got into a little beef with the Taylor Girl sisters, and then she been over there acting manic about Wood again. Nothing too much going on with her, child.
I know Papa was a Rolling Stone. He was like, with fucking other bitches with Miss Mama Taylor at home. And made a baby. Oh yeah, I'm on your ass. I don't play about me, bitch. You should have did your research. I am evil. Who I am. Law 19. Someone who thinks that everything is very deep. Every little thing is a big thing.
Moving on to Zemnique. So Zim has officially been served her 3 days notice. So if you remember from the last update, she was saying that she was about to get put out, and the trolls had got in touch with her landlord, who had confirmed that Zim has not been paying any rent or bills, and she has been disruptive to her neighbors. So since Zim got served her 3 days notice, she's been on TikTok live daily, making excuses, crying and lying, and you know they've been catching her in them lies.
They can't do shit, and I won't pay rent. And you won't get shit. And you won't get shit.
Just like this month, I'm going to pay my rent. I never said I wasn't going to pay rent. She doesn't have me recorded being angry, being upset. Every time we talk was just like that recording y'all ever see me.
Of course, you got to keep a lawyer. For fuck niggas, you got to keep a lawyer. Fuck you thought this was. I been had a lawyer.
I've been looking on TikTok, looking at tenant rights, and I've been calling around for a lawyer because they said I got to pay $200 and I got to pay the fees. But in the lease, I've been looking.
So basically what she's trying to say is the landlord accepted her Section 8 rent, so the 3 days notice is now reset. So we gonna see if she get up out them people's house. All right, y'all, moving on to 21 and Drosky. So last time I had talked about them, they had ended up getting back cool and 21 had moved back in. Well, as we all knew what was going to happen, they end up getting into another physical altercation, and 21 decided to leave Drosky's house, and she got a motel room up the street. So 21 started to go live in this room, and she started to go out by herself, which is a thing that we haven't seen in a long time since she's got with Drosky. So a lot of people were believing that she's finally moved on, she's finally done. But she later admitted that she was still seeing Drosky when she got off live. Then Drosky started to have company at his place with different females. So 21 started to entertain different men, and they both said that they was done with each other. So at this point, they trying to make each other jealous online. They not lining each other, but they talk about each other any chance they get while on live. 21 dressing up. She trying to look cute, trying to get him jealous or whatever. And they end up lining one day, and they just got out of control. They started going back and forth, to the point where 21 called Drosky's mom and just started saying all these things to her, and she ended up leaking his mama number. Then she woke it up that Drosky had missed his daughter's dance. It was a father and daughter dance, and he missed it to lay up in the house with 21. So the tea on that is basically Drosky had already told his supporters that he missed the dance, but he lied about the reason why. So Drosky told his people that he didn't go to the dance because his daughter had texted him and told him that she didn't want to go with him. She wanted to go with her mama. So that's what his viewers was believing. Until 21 woke it up, because she had went through his phone and she seen that his baby mama had texted him like, why did you miss the dance? You really didn't show up to the dance. Like, his baby mama was upset that he missed his dance. So she clearly knew that he lied. So yes, y'all, 21 done woke it up that he missed this dance. He's not a good father or whatever, even though she already knew this, and she's not a mom to her kids at all. But anyways, y'all, they just going back and forth. They're reading each other. So once Drosky hear her say this, he decided to drop some tea on her as well. So Drosky said that 21 had got real drunk one day, and she was real emotional, and she told him that she had a big secret, and she went ahead and told him that when she was pregnant with her daughter that was born with a disability, the daughter that later passed away, when she was pregnant with her, she would purposely hit herself in her stomach because she didn't want to have the baby. So yes, y'all, 21 obviously denied this, but you know, a lot of the viewers was thinking it might be true. But either way it go, they was still going back and forth, throwing low blows, and they was both saying they completely done with each other. But 21 seemed to get especially jealous when Drosky started to see a new girl. So Drosky pop up with this new female one day, and everybody gets to recognizing her as Umi. So the reason why they know Umi is because Umi was on Bigo years ago because she used to talk to the infamous Natureboy, y'all. So, of course, when everybody see Drosky with Natureboy X, you know, this is a little hot topic on Bigo. Like, how in the world did you find yourself with 21 and now you done found yourself with Natureboy X? But, you know, Umi was in there saying, like, I'm not even like that no more. You know, that was just, she said she was only with Natureboy for 3 weeks. Like, she's not like that, this, that, and the third. So, you know, a lot of people started to accept her. You know, they thought she was pretty. She was an upgrade. Everybody's saying, like, he done upgraded from 21. So 21 is now at a supporter's B&B. She done moved from the motel room to her supporter's B&B where she's staying for free. So she's over here at this B&B and she's still only like 10-15 minutes from Drosky's crib. So she probably in that B&B. She watching Drosky and this new girl on live. She's seeing them getting this attention. So she decides to wait till she knows Drosky's not home. She take a Uber over to Drosky's house and she breaks into Drosky's house. She takes his clothes and she takes his PS5. So when Drosky get back home, he don't even notice his stuff is gone. He just get on live because he's with that girl. He's with Umi. So Umi's at the house now. Drosky's at the house. He get on live. He don't even notice his stuff is gone, right? So he ended up lining 21, and I guess 21 didn't like that she wasn't getting no attention, so she decided to drop the news that she done broke in his crib. She took his clothes, she took his PS5. So she go in the room and she bring out the PS5 so he can really see that she really took it, and she drops it and breaks it on live. So when Drosky see this, he start going crazy. He starts making threats, and he's saying he's going to go over to 21's house and pew her. And mind you, 21 ain't got no house. She at her supporter house. And mind you, her supporter's daughter is on Bigo. So her supporter daughter get on Bigo. Her name Crazy Sexy Cool. If y'all be on Bigo, y'all know. She get on Bigo and she go with her husband and she go over to the B&B. So yes, y'all, 21 doing this little stunt that caused all this trouble or whatever, but nothing end up happening that night. So Drosky continued to see Umi. He's doing content with Umi. She's all in the lives and all that. And one night, Drosky decided to invite 2 more Bigo hosts to his house, and they just over there drinking and chilling. So once 21 see this, she get on live and she start begging to come over. And Drosky slow ass, he say yeah. So 21 pop up at the house and she start popping off at Umi. And Umi went ahead and went upstairs. So 21 was doing all that yelling before Umi had went upstairs, so the live had got banned. But once 21 went back live, she came back live and she was beat up. So it turns out Umi had felt real disrespected by 21 coming in there and she was popping it. So Umi went upstairs, she wrapped her hair up, she came downstairs and gave 21 that work. So Drosky ended up putting Umi out and he completely switched up on Umi, y'all. And this just goes to show you how fake niggas is, because he was literally laid up with this girl all week for like 2 weeks straight. She was over there every day, and as soon as 21 popped up over there, he switched up on that girl so fast. And since that night, they claim they back together, y'all. So Drosky and 21 is back together. They still a mess, y'all. It's a mess. If y'all don't watch them, if you need a little toxicity and what not to do in a relationship, y'all should go watch them. It just show you everything not to do in a relationship, y'all. I just be watching them like a little TV show because it just be like, what? They a hot ass mess. Let's move on. All right, y'all, moving on to Amoy the Goddess. So it's been real quiet from Amoy since he had got locked up, but it looks like he was just released on March 31st. But he hasn't made any posts yet, so he probably has in order to stay off social media. So we're going to see if we see a little bit of Amoy soon. All right, y'all, moving on to Kylie. So the last time we talked about Kylie, I had told y'all that she was in a shelter and she had just filmed a show. So they finally released the show, and here go a little clip.
It's either you a whole nigga, bruh. Hold up. Ooh. What? How am I a nigga? You a whole nigga, bro. How am I a nigga? For real. How am I a nigga? I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. Titties. No, you're not. Nigga.
So here go a quick recap. So after the show in Vegas, Kylie had stayed for a little bit, staying with friends, and she tried to trick a little bit in the casinos, but she eventually went back to New York to the shelter. Now, Kylie started to have some altercations in the shelter where she accused people of stealing her money and her hormones, and she said that they had accused her of hitting somebody, which she denied. So after this, a few days later, she got into another incident, being loud and screaming on live, and she ended up getting transferred to another shelter. And this would be the 3rd shelter that Kylie has been in since she's been in New York. So Kylie went ahead and got transferred to this new shelter, and the viewers had already clocked the location of the new shelter, y'all. So we're going to have to see what come out of that. All right, y'all, moving on to NFL Lee. So it's definitely been a lot going on with them. I'm going to start with the more obvious stuff that we already talked about. So fans have been noticing that Lee has been posting some sexual posts, which they found strange because most of his audience are kids. But the biggest thing they peeped is Lee has started to throw shots at his son, Tyon, after he wasn't invited to his prom send-off, and he started to post slugs on TikTok and Instagram. Then they peeped that his baby mama, Tyon's mama, started throwing shots right on back. And she posted a lyric reading, "Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym." Basically saying Lee was not around to raise her son. She did that on her own and with the help with another man that stepped up for her son, which is now her husband. So why should he reap the benefits and celebrate her son's accomplishments if he wasn't there? She also posted a photo of Lee's son and Lee's daughter, and they share the same dad and different moms. And the caption was saying that don't believe the hype, they've been having a bond. So she basically saying that her and Lee's other baby mom get along real well, and she's insinuating that Lee is the problem, not them. And she also shouted out her husband and referred to him as Tyon's dad. So then Lee get in his feelings. He start posting all these little guilt tripping posts saying he's not giving no money. His baby mama is trying to make money off his son, this, that, and the third. So this caused baby mama to go live and she starts exposing him. So baby mama go live and she says all of this. She says Lee owes $100K in child support and he hasn't paid since 2020. Lee has a job in fast food because that's all he ever done. Lee tried to sign his rights over when the baby mama left him, when the son was under 1, just because she left him. She said that Tyon said out of his mouth, why does his dad keep talking bad about him if he loves him? She says Lee never tried to get his son for a weekend, a school vacation, a field trip, for nothing. She says she thinks that Lee really does have feelings for Jazz, but he's definitely using her kids. She says that he sent her what he makes from social media, like a picture of what he makes, and Lee gives the kids $200 a month. He gives his own biological kids $300 a month, and him and Jazz use the rest of the money. She says that she tells Lee what he's doing is wrong in regards of using Jazz's children for clout. Y'all, it's a whole lot, y'all. She basically airing them out. And she also said that Lee be on pills. She says Lee will not be attending her son's graduation. She's going to make sure of it. Baby, it was a lot.
You ain't been around. You just started coming around when he was in 11th grade because you seen how his football career was popping off. I ain't never, hey, Lee, this is what's going on because you never cared enough. Like, you never even called me, hey, Tatiana, what's going on? You never did that. He texts my phone all the time talking about that girl and her kids. I tell him, I don't like that. Don't do that. I'm not okay with it. And instead of him texting me to follow up with the prom plans or whatever, he went to social media. So shit, I like, whatever, do whatever you want to do, have it. I'm done. Like, I just get tired of all of that. Lee didn't get invited to the prom. He was initially supposed to get invited, but when he popped off, he was dead. When I left him alone when Tyon was 9 months, he told me if I didn't want to be with him, then he wasn't gonna take care of no child, and he was willing to give up sign over his parental rights. Those were his exact words. I sign over my rights. So much to blemish my character. Why do he say so much negative about me and towards me if he loves me so much? And those are words from Tyon. Lee been on child support for a very long time. Lee owes $100,000 in child support. That's including back pay. Lee never got my child a summer, a weekend, a holiday. Lee ain't never did nothing with my baby. Never wanted to. What do he be saying about Jazz? He be saying, I think he really got some feelings for her. I'm not gonna say he not in love with her. I think he loves her. I think it's good that he finally found somebody to accept him for who he is. But he definitely be using her kids. When he be getting them, I swear to God, I got the messages in my phone where he send me their revenue, like from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and all that. I got it in my phone. He send me their monthly revenue. Like, he give them kids $200 a piece in ones. He sent Jasmine $300, and he sent Tyon $300 a month. And then him and Jazz bust down the rest. His reason for showing me their revenue is to let me know how he's making money off of her family. But any other time, he send me a text message or call me, blow my phone up and let me know, hey, I just did this or whatever, I just did it, to get my views up, I'm going to send you some money, I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah. And I be like, Lee, you need to stop doing that. That stuff is not okay. Yes, it bothers my son that he records everything. Tyon would have a problem with going over there chilling with him your camera up. You so focused on making money, you not even trying to create a bond with your son. You don't even know him. Let's talk about it. You don't know him. You don't really know Tyon. You don't know what Tyon other hobbies are other than football. You don't know Tyon's favorite food. You don't know nothing about him. I think Jazz, I ain't gonna say she's slow. I think, she just found each other and they accept each other. Shit.
But before I was walking out the house, Jazz was like, hey, did you hear about what your baby mama said to me? Miss Pickett told me what your baby mama put on the page about everything y'all got is fake. What Tyon got on is designer. Whoa. And you better go hard for Jaden Plum. Hey, look here, man. Tatiana, why you doing all that capping? I'm not even trying to do all that with you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I just blocked Tyon. And Tyon, I love you. I'm probably unblock you, but you hurt my feelings, boy. Because you know I'm still here, nigga. I ain't dead, nigga. You can fuck with me, nigga. Every time you come around me, nigga, you know it's player vibes, nigga. You ain't gotta deny me, bro. And that's what's hurting me, bro, because you know I'm alive and you know how I feel about you. But Tatiana, you better chill out with all that cap. And Tyon, bro, you were just with us the other day while your mama talking about this and that. And that's what, matter of fact, that's what's wrong with our relationship right now. You steady letting your mama talk for you. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you, Tyon, because you ain't in this. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, boy. I love you. I don't know if you're going to DM me, because I know you're going to be on your mama's side. But Tatiana, you better chill out. That's why our bun ain't how it's supposed to be with it is now. You steady talking for him.
Y'all, future me is back. I'm still editing this video, but the baby mama ended up going back on live and she showed some messages between her and Lee, basically proving that Lee is using Jaleel. So he's asking her to see his son and he's saying like, my son can come over here and get some clout from Jaleel. And he also admits to cheating on Jazz with other females, y'all. It's too much going on. I definitely believe the baby mamas because they've been saying this for a minute, but you can tell that this baby mama really be trying to stay out the limelight. She don't want to be attached to Lee and whatever he got going on with Jazz's kids and stuff because it's like, we done talked about Lee too many times. We know what he over there doing. He over there using Jazz kids, and the baby mama didn't say to herself that she thinks Jazz slow. She just wanted to say it in a nicer way, but she said to herself she thinks Jazz slow, and Lee definitely know what he doing. So yes, y'all, that's really it. Let me know what y'all think about that. Moving on to Chef Justice Hunter. So y'all was really telling me in the comments that he is still back on that same stuff. So I went ahead and looked. I was like, oh my God, this man is still reposting these same videos that we talked about years ago at this point, and he's still begging for donations. So Justice is still claiming to be homeless despite raising over $40,000 on GoFundMe alone. So that's not even counting how much he's probably raised on Cash App and other platforms. He's also claiming he cannot get a job due to failing background checks and discrimination, and he spent all of his money on housing. So now he's trying to say he done moved into a new place and he started a new business venture. But despite saying he's in a new place now, he continues to upload the same video of the police busting the door down and asking for donations and claiming he can't get a job. And y'all, go ahead and go watch my old video on Chef Justice Hunter, and then go ahead and go to his YouTube page, and you will very much see that this man has been doing this for a long time. He's not homeless no more. He's still sitting up there begging. He's using this video that's probably 1 to 2 years old at this point of the police busting his door down. And if you go watch my video, you'll see that we broke that video down, and he already talked about the situation that happened. And yes, y'all, he's scamming. He's trying to get money out of folks that don't know who he is and are just seeing that video for the first time. That's why he keeps deleting it, keeps re-uploading it in hopes of catching new people to donate to him. So yes, y'all be alert. Y'all let these folks know that this man's scamming. But yes, y'all, that's all the updates I got for y'all. Let me know if I missed out on anything or left anybody out. Please hype the video if you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check out Free Cash. I'm gonna put the QR code right back up here. The link will be in the description down below, and I'll catch y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.
My bad, girl. I just finished the video. Girl, D had some tea today. Let me tell you.
Every second, every minute,